when I became governor, rather than paying the money back to the federal government, I thought it may be wiser to pay the money back to the state of Ohio. So the coverage is a part of what's extended to me and other political figures. So it's you get the coverage, but we pay the cost back to the state. It's just the way to do it.
Why do you not take Medicare? Every other person your age in the country is eligible for. Not everybody takes it, but do you have the same concerns about taking that before other people have health insurance that you?
No, I just asked my wife, why aren't we on Medicare? And she said, I don't think we need to be on Medicare right now. So.
She decided.
He listens to the bills.
Governor, is part of the...
I take care of the state's budget. She takes care of ours.
Your own. Is part of the income, are you getting a pension from your time in Congress?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that's part of the
yeah, sure.
Adjusted income?
Sure. That's right.
Of that income, what's the current governor's salary, by the way?
I honestly do not know.
It's 142 something. Okay. Yeah, I have the number. I can get it to you.
My income could be higher than it is, and that's the result. I didn't take a pay increase, and I gave back the 10 days as every other state employee is doing, and I congratulate them for doing that. Thank them for cooperating in this period of budget stress.
You didn't take a pay increase in any year since you become governor, did you?
No, I don't think so.
And Governor, this is a joint return. Is this pretty much all your income, or does the First Lady have income?
It's both of our incomes.
Is she contributing sources of income to that amount, that outside of the book royalties, or?
No, everything is reported on the tax form that we are releasing. Both incomes. There is no income that either Francis or I are receiving that is not reported on the tax form.
There's a charitable contribution listed in here, something called debt reduction. Do you have any idea what that is?
That's for healthcare.
That's the healthcare contribution?
Okay. That's how we designate it when we return it, is for debt reduction.
So then do you get a tax break by doing that?
I assume we do.
Can I check on that?
Yeah.
Sure. Governor, why not take the state health care? All the other state employees do. It's part of the benefit of working for the state of Ohio.
Well, I made a decision when I was elected to Congress, because I represented a economically poor congressional district, that there were a lot of people who did not have health care coverage. And I've always felt that if people in elected office face the same circumstances of trying to go out on the open market and pay for their own health care, that this issue probably would have been attended to at least a decade ago. And it's just a matter of not wanting to receive something. I mean, the bottom line is, I think everyone deserves health care coverage. And I think we need, as I've said throughout my career, that we need a national comprehensive health care plan that gives everyone a chance to have affordable, accessible coverage. We do not have that. We took a huge step toward that just recently, but we still do not have that. It's not implemented and so on. If we ever get to the point where we have a plan that provides adequate coverage to people regardless of their economic circumstances, then at that point I would accept the fact that would be okay for me to take it from the government as well.
One of the charitable contributions is for the mansion and the Heritage Gardens. Are those the costs that you pick up for food and other things at the residence?
No, those are, I think those are just contributions toward, toward this foundation.
The foundation is the maintenance and upkeep of the garden. Is that what it does?
The foundation is, I don't know a whole lot about it, other than I know, hoped to have spent the night with us last night, and she's out there planting trees today. The foundation is an attempt to see that the gardens and the house is, is maintained adequately. And other than saying that, there's not much else that I know about it, because I don't engage and involve myself in those activities.
Governor, you obviously made a lot less money than Congressman Kasich in 2008. Does that say anything to the voters, do you think, in terms of deciding between the two of you? Is this an issue that's going to be important to people?
I don't know, Mark, but I do know that the public has a right to know. That's where I'm coming from. The public has a right to know. And I think it raises questions as to what Congressman Kasich may not want the public to know by his refusal. Like I said, I thought it was kind of odd the way he even made 1 year available. I wasn't there, but I'm told that reporters could come in and spend an amount of time without leaving with anything tangible other than what they were able to see within a limited period of time. But Mr. Kasich's work on Wall Street, and especially his work with Lehman Brothers, I think is relevant because of the terrible impact that this company had upon so many people. And I'm not blaming Mr. Kasich for the collapse of Lehman Brothers. I recognize that there were a lot of complex factors that led to that collapse. But he was one of, I think, 30-some managing directors. He did receive a sizable bonus in 2008, but perhaps much larger bonuses leading up to that. We don't know. And I think the people of Ohio have a right to know that. And then they can make whatever decision they choose to make about it. But they are left without being able to make an informed decision if the information is withheld from them.
Governor,